Here's the truth that I think people should accept in the Arcane community. Vi wasn't a good sister. She's borderline an okay sister. Now let me explain before you get your pitchforks out. Yes, she protected Milo, Claggor, and Powder. Yeah, that's means for a good sister, right? Except if you look through it through the lens of this. She only did it because of Vander's approval. Out of obligation. Not because she exactly wanted to. Like, we literally see her break and lose her shit on Jinx. Or Powder, sorry. And she literally tells Powder that Milo was right. That she is a Jinx. Meaning that she's been bottling this up since day one. Well, not day one because that would be before Powder was born, but she's been bottling this up ever since the gang got together and Milo started calling her a Jinx. Which means that she might have just been faking the whole leader thing. Which, like, I get it. I'm not gonna blame her for being upset. Her surrogate father literally died. So, I can't fault her too much. But that scene just proves that she's been faking her thought process the whole time. We even see in the music video for Enemy that her and Powder have fought before. Like, to the point where they, punch each other. Like, actually. So, yeah, that's another one. Now let's get on to adulthood. She was a good sister at the start. She was looking for Powder, or Jinx. She was looking all over for Jinx. She was waiting for that blue smoke bomb thing. So obviously she's a good sister, right? Yes. That proves that she is in some way a good sister. However, the finale of season 1 and then, season 2. Excuse me? Like, she gave up on Jinx so quickly. That's the only part that I think I agree with people that season 2 felt rushed. I think they should have done a season 3. Like, a season 1 is how it was. Season 2 is more of like a individual story. Yeah, it was like an individual story of like Vi battling more internal battles with Vi and how she feels about arresting Jinx and possibly having to execute Jinx. And then obviously she betrays, quote unquote betrays, because I use that word loosely here. Because I'm sorry, that's one of the points, but I feel like they should have done 3 seasons at most. I'm not asking for an entire franchise worthy of the show. I do appreciate that the show ended with fewer seasons than most because they didn't just see dollar signs, right? They didn't drag it out to the point where the show got old. So I appreciate them for doing that, but it was too short, dude. 3 seasons. And then the third one you can do the whole Vi accepting that she has to take out Jinx. And Jinx does something absolutely awful. But when you really look at it, even in depth of what Jinx did, she didn't do that much. She didn't do much. She didn't do anything bad. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Enough about the yapping about how the show should have gone. Um, Vi chose Caitlyn way too quickly. I'm sorry, but how are you gonna sit here and get mad at your sister for taking out the council? Wasn't that your whole ideology? Like, it wasn't Vander's ideology, but it was your ideology. You even went against Daddy Vander for that ideology. You actively had the ideology that, oh, Piltover are the equivalent of the devil, and whatever happens to them is justified. That was your ideology. Jinx just acted on it, and you didn't like the consequences of your actions. You taught Powder that the Pilties are awful people, and the Pilties aren't exactly making that false. I'm gonna be honest. That the Pilties are awful because they know that there's a city on the other side of the ocean, of the river, that is like fuming with poisonous gas, and they don't do shit. Nobody protests, nobody does anything, because they could care less, or they couldn't care less about the other side. Now let's get on to season 2, because, or let's, okay, hold on, let's stay in season 1 for a bit, and then, I get it, okay, she couldn't kill Caitlyn, she didn't kill Caitlyn, like Jinx wanted. I feel like that was just a test to see how far Vi would go. I don't think Jinx would actually want Vi to kill someone. I think Jinx already knew that Vi wouldn't do that, but she just wanted to confirm her suspicions, and yeah. I don't think Jinx would actually want Caitlyn to die, because we know that Jinx wants Vi to be happy, obviously, but she just feels like it's more of a it's more of a self-image thing with Jinx. Anyway, on to season 2. I'm sorry, Vi was too quick to be accepting of taking out Jinx. I'm sorry, but like, you literally, one event happened, one singular bad event happened, and then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm ready to kill Jinx. You wanted to kill the council too. Did we forget that? But but now you're getting pussy. Now you're getting pussy from a Pilty, so now all of a sudden your ideology changed. You are not Vander's kid. Listen, okay? I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I love Vi. Vi will always be my second favorite character in all of Arcane. But that doesn't come without flaw. Just like Jinx doesn't come without flaw. Y'all know I love Jinx. Absolute, one of the best female characters in all of fiction. And even she has flaws. So I don't want you guys to misinterpret my criticism of Vi as me hating Vi. No, I love Vi. It's just she gave up on Jinx so quickly. I'm sorry, but if my sister, who I knew was traumatized to the point she's schizophrenic, shot at a council, I wouldn't give up on her. I would only give up on her maybe the third time of this happening. But this is the first time you're seeing her in what? What was it? 15 years? Somewhere, 7 years? Something like that? And you're already willing to drop her for Caitlyn. Listen, I get it, okay? Uh, Maybe Vi. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt on this one. Maybe she didn't really actually think about what would happen, right? She didn't think about the actual killing of people, right? She never actually took a life. So maybe she thought it would be harder than it was. But then seeing how easily this was happening, seeing how easy people die, she realized that, oh shit, I made that monster. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that one. But then you're willing to beat the ever living fuck out of her. You're willing to act, right? You're willing to act on your love for another girl. But she wants to be her in her Dom Toretto arc. She is not Vander's kid. I think I think that's what the symbolism of the how the show ended was. That I think the story really is Powder picked up on Vander's ideology more than Vi did. And Vi was Vander's favorite, and you could tell that Vi was Vander's favorite. Yet Jinx still picked up the ideology. Because despite everything, Jinx stuck with her people. She stuck to the Zonites, right? Vi betrayed everyone. And then this is another thing. You're working with the people who killed your family. Now let's okay. I'm not gonna push blame off of Powder for the death of her family, because that was her, intentionally or not, it was her. But you gotta also look at it from a wider lens that it was Piltover indirectly killed Vander and Milo and Clagger. Now you may be asking, well, how? If you think about it, Silco would not have to have done what he did if the Zonites, or sorry, if Piltover were not pretentious assholes. If they gave a little bit of money to Zon, Silco wouldn't have to do what he did. And Vander would not have to do what he did. But it's all because of Piltover. Piltover killed Jinx and Powder's family. Piltover indirectly killed Vander, Clagger, and them. Piltover literally pushed them into poverty. All of Jinx and Vi's problems are because of Piltover. And what does Vi do? She rocks with them. She works with them just to take out her sister. Because she gave up on Jinx way too quickly. That is why I do not like Vi as much as other people do. And I don't think I ever could, honestly. When a show about sisterhood is so divide of sisterhood, it makes you question, how much sisterhood do we actually have in the world? I love Arcane, man. I love talking about Arcane. This just has been stewing in my mind ever since the season ended, and I feel like it's a perfect time to talk about it because Arcane isn't as talked about right now. So yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Yeah, see you guys later.